Week 1 matchup we couldn't have scripted any better. It's Sam Darnold's first game in a Carolina uniform, and he'll face the team that traded him in the offseason. It's the Jets and the Panthers. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Jets. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our 6th season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading him out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Coleman now. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession. And at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
Many people put stock in a quarterback's record as a starter, and Sam Darnold just 13 and 25 overall with the Jets. So many think that he's not going to be the guy, but there's a lot of talent there, and the Carolina Panthers are expecting it to come out. This could be a classic case of a change of scenery could do him well. Plus the surrounding cast that he's inheriting in Carolina, better than anything he played with in New York. This is a great opportunity for Sam Darnold.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Finds the open target, Arnold. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight-line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Draw play. Darnold giving to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Powering is what evades the tackler, and now some space. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 45 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter, and he has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the 1st. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the grab by Croft. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On the counter, here's Coleman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They go play action now. Wilson. Dancing to his Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Able to slither by. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Crowder. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws. And here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Coleman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Coleman again. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference make. And Darnold, he lost the football. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Burns. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And that'll make it 3rd down. Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Carl Lawson, former Bengal, in on the stop. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, They've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up. Moore practiced it because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's do it! Let's do it! One more, boys. We got 4.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Rolling to his right. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Second and 12. Here's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out of a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, roads closed.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Darnold. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first.
Everyone in a Carolina uniform happy to see that first down catch by DJ Moore, but none happier than his new quarterback, Sam Darnold, who never really had a wide receiver one in New York. Now he has one in DJ Moore, who's gone over 1,100 yards in each of his last 2 seasons, 3rd in the league in 2020 in yards per reception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Johnson now returning. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson on first down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On on 2nd and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold to the right side, and he's got more complete. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And New York set to take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 3rd down, Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Darnold down to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Darnold completes it. Touchdown, Carolina! Royce Freeman, 41 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Being chased at, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
What a big 2020 for Hassan Reddick. Really emerged on the scene as he tied for 4th in the NFL with a career-high 12.5 sacks for the Arizona Cardinals last year. Ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers in March, a team that was 23rd in sacks in 2020.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 45 on 2nd down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Dances by him. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. This is McCaffrey on the give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down 20-17, a little under 40 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his heart. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, it wasn't always pretty.